Hi crafters, it's Paul here from Shinewater Glass. I've been getting a few questions about how I made my flecked glass and how I made my flecked glass tea light. So hopefully I'll be able to show you. So let's get in the studio and get started. So here's our equipment list. We need a large microwave kiln, some thin fire paper, some thin PVA glue, 2 squares that are 7.5 centimetres each of bullseye clear Tector, some bullseye confetti glass, boron nitride spray and a slumping mould. So we take one of our squares of clear Tector and squirt on some of the thin PVA glue, and then we just use our finger to wipe that all over the surface. There we go. And now we get our confetti glass in a little tub, drop it face down and give it a good shake to get it evenly coated. Don't be afraid to move it around and push it down and get some more of that glass on there. And here we go. And now we get our large kiln platform and thin fire, place the glass bullseye coated up and cap it with the other clear square. Taking care to remove any stray pieces that have come off. Now we're ready for the kiln. All firing schedules can be different depending on your microwave kiln and the size of your microwave. I have a 700 watt microwave and I find 5 cycles of 6 minutes at medium, giving me 385 watts, works for this particular project. However, it is advisable to keep checking after the 3rd cycle until the corners are nicely rounded and the glass fully fused. Here's our square of flecked glass, fully fused. You try saying that after a couple of drinks. And you can see there's a few bubbles here, so we need to be mindful of that when we go on to our next phase and slump over the slumping mould. This is our slumping mould, which I've spray coated with boron nitride spray, and in this case I'm using a condiment pot made of stainless steel that I bought from Amazon. So we've placed our mould onto a piece of thin fire on the kiln platform, and we carefully place our glass and make sure that it's centrally located over the slumping mould, and use PVA to make sure that we keep it in place. And now we lift our platform into the microwave and carefully place the lid on top so we don't dislodge anything, and now we're ready to perform the slump fuse. So as I mentioned earlier, we need to slow down our fuse for the slump, and to do this we reduce our power down to medium low, which in my microwave is the equivalent of 231 watts, and we'll do 4 cycles of 10 minutes and we should just start to see the glass begin to slump over the mould, and then a further 2 cycles of 5 minutes should do it. But keep checking from about the 3rd cycle to ensure that your glass is slumped satisfactorily. So we've taken our kiln out of the microwave after we've finished the fusing cycle and placed a tile on top which slows down the heat coming away from the kiln, which helps with the annealing process of the glass, which makes the glass a little bit tougher. So the kiln has been sat here now for probably about 5 hours and is cold to the touch. So now we can lift the lid. So now we're going to remove the tile and take the lid off. And we can see that the glass was fully slumped and is cold to the touch and comes away from the mould perfectly clear there. and that's our tea light. Hope you've enjoyed our video, and good luck with your project. And don't forget, if you've enjoyed this video, to like and subscribe. Bye for now.